Alright, well, we're here finishing out Fear of a Blank Planet by Porcupine Tree. If you couldn't tell from my last video, Anesthetize is simply one of the best songs that they've ever put out. It's an absolute experience. I see why everyone wanted me to, number one, listen to this album and specifically pay attention to that song because, yeah, it was really good. Potential to be my favorite Porcupine Tree song so far. But we still have 3 songs left in this album, and yeah, we're gonna finish it out. Of course. Even if that's, Anesthetize was like the big one off this album. We still got 3 songs to go, and I bet you they're still gonna be really good because Porcupine Tree makes amazing music. They're becoming one of my favorite bands, and I love everything that they have to offer so far. So, shall we? We're gonna get into it with the next song called Sentimental. Let's do it. It's so hard to predict where these songs are gonna go. I love it.
It's no fun to be told that you can't blame your parents anymore. And finding it hard to hang from a star. I don't wanna be, never wanna be old. Someone brought the kids stay.
They're just so versatile with their music in the way that, comparing this song to, like, Creator has a master tape off of In Absentia. And I know I keep bringing up that song. It's because I really like that song. But you compare the two, and it's like, one is so hardcore, and another is just so beautiful and melodic, and you almost wouldn't even expect that they would be made by the same band. That's how versatile they are with their music, and that's what makes them so great, because it shows just how much work they put into their music. They really think it out. They really plan out what they're going to do with each song, and specifically each album. And that's one thing I loved about Anesthetize, too, is that it felt like 3 separate songs in one song, but it all meshed together so well. You wouldn't expect that that's all number one, the same song, but also, once again, the same band to write all of that. And it's great. And that's what I'm feeling with this song. Let's get back into it.
If I care what is normal, and I'm not really sure
especially with that beautiful piano going on.
Wasted my life, hurting inside. I don't really know, and I'm not really sure. Something about the kids stay, and in this way we should wait.
The way they build up their songs too, it's always such a good payoff. This is so beautiful. Listen to that echo. That little outro at the end harkens back to what I was saying about like their soundscape, the way they build their songs to match the tone of the album. Obviously, the album is Fear of a Blank Planet. That sound at the end, that fade out sound, was so open, it was so wide, it was so empty, it was so blank. It very much reflects the tone and the theme of the album, which is so great, and it's so just like, oof, so satisfying. They really make satisfying music, especially with the way that they build up their songs, the way that it all culminates, and it's just so good. All right. Second to last song off the album, Way Out of Here. Let's do it. Can't play the current song. Why does that keep happening?
Out of the train tracks, I dream of escape. The song comes onto my iPod, and I realize it's getting late. I can't take the staring and the sympathy, and I don't like the questions. How do you feel? How's it going in school? Do you wanna talk about it? And I'll try to forget you, and I know that I will. In 1,000 years, or maybe a week. Burn all your pictures, cut out your face. The shutters are down and the curtains are closed. And I've covered my tracks, disposed of the car. I try to forget even your name and the way that you look when you're sleeping and dreaming of this.
Once again, the drums are fucking spectacular. Alright, hold on. Before. I always find myself wanting to say something, and then something else happens, and then I forget about what I wanted to say, but at the same time, I want to shut up and enjoy the music because it's so good. But holy shit. You just can never fully expect what's coming next from them. And they make such good music in the way that everything works in conjunction with each other. There is no instrument that's left out. There's nothing that's like super overbearing in the mix. It sounds so fucking good. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit here. Back it up to like here. The way this song is just like, the music like so graciously leads you to whatever they're gonna do next. It's great. Their use of like extra sounds in the backgrounds of their songs, so interesting. That really caught me off guard. Nasty. Listen to that. Holy shit. Getting a little sinister, getting a little spooky. Listen to that bass line. I'm just gonna let it play into the next song. Last song, Sleep Together. I just want to let it go. Holy shit.
This means this is your way out.
I love funky, weird, synthy, big boopy stuff. Oh shit. So heavy.
Leave no trace. All my files erased. Burn my clothes. Burn my Prada trainer.
Where we going, Porcupine Tree? What's gonna happen?
Let's sleep together right now. Relieve the pressure.
Oh shit.
Switch off the future right now. Let's sleep together.
shit. Orchestra in the background. Jesus Christ. So first of all, let me quickly talk about Way Out of Here, the previous song, because I wanted to just let it run into this song because it sounded like it was kind of, that bit of a blend at the end. That song was also so fucking good. But this song is so fucking good. They, obviously, I talk about how sometimes they can be heavy, sometimes they can be beautiful, sometimes they can just do whatever the fuck they want when they're making a song. And obviously, I'm a sucker for when it decides to go heavy, but then when you mesh the two together, like in this song, you got heavy, you got the beautiful little orchestration going on in the background. It blends so well, and it just makes for such a good song, especially with all the weirdness going on in the background with the intro and all that fun stuff. It is just so good. I don't know. There's not much else I can say except to just let the album speak for itself. Hell yeah. Bring a little more weirdness in there. Bringing it back down again. Then they're gonna bring it back up again. Building up. It's almost like a bomb ticking. Oh. shit. Sounded like the Psycho theme. Holy shit. Well, yeah. You know, part of me was like, why isn't Anesthetized like the closer for the album? And it's because that was definitely just a grand finale to the album. And it worked so well, and it sounded so great, and it just blew me away what they're capable of creating. Holy shit. So here we are at the end of another Porcupine Tree album. This one, Fear of a Blank Planet, is one for the books. I really, really, really enjoyed this album. The soundscape, the use of their instruments, especially the drummer, shined a lot on this album. Their use of when to use electric guitar, when to use acoustic guitar, when to use sounded like a whole orchestra going on in the background for some of their songs. It works all in conjunction. It fits the theme of their album. It fits the tone they're going for. When they want to go heavy, they go heavy. When they want to go soft, they go soft. And they blend it all together, and it works so well. This is definitely my favorite Porcupine Tree album so far that I've listened to. And for the first time in this channel's history, I am going to give this album a 10 out of 10. Now, does that mean that this is a perfect album? No, I'm not saying that, but low-key I am. All I'm saying is I genuinely don't have any complaints with this album. My big fear was that Anesthetize is the song that everyone was looking forward to me listening to for the first time, and it's in the middle of the album. So I was like, oh man, does that mean that the last 3 songs are gonna be kind of okay? But then they were amazing, and they blew me out of the water, and they knocked my socks off, and I enjoyed them so much. And the songs before Anesthetize were great too, and all of them work so well to fit this album. And so I think it's deserving of a 10. Whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, that's fine. I'm just feeling real, genuine love towards this album. I love what they did with it. And so, we're at the end of it again. So I have a question for all of you guys. At this point, this is my 3rd album that I've reacted to by Porcupine Tree. In terms of next steps, I've been hearing a lot of different things. So should I next react to another Porcupine Tree album? Should I dive into Steve Wilson's solo stuff next? Or should I do a reaction to some of their live stuff? I've especially seen people talking about some concert, I believe that was Tilburg specifically. I've seen a lot of comments about that, and a lot of people say that, number one, Steve Wilson's solo work is great, and they are even better live, which is insane to me. So just let me know in the comments. Should I do another album reaction? Should I do Steve Wilson's solo stuff? Or should I do a live reaction to their live stuff next? But besides that, thanks for sticking around if you're still here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. and I hope you have a great rest of your day.